Okay. Good evening, everybody. Coastwide 252. Good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Welcome to the Thursday night edition of Iron Dog 63. Christy, good morning or good evening. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. You looking lovely as ever. Just posted a video a little bit ago about homemade chicken broth. I'm doing okay. You're welcome. I got another video waiting to go up tonight. When I get off here, I'll start to download it. What we had for dinner? Nothing, Steve. Nothing. Are you feeling any better? It is pretty simple. It's not that hard. You know, normally if you're going to make broth or stock, you take your bones and you put them in the oven and you roast them like 425 for a couple hours. But this had already been in the oven for a couple hours to begin with. So I just cut out the middleman and put them in a pot. So, and it's got a lot of flavor and it's gelled up. It's pretty good stuff. So, well, hopefully you start to feel better. I missed you today. I asked everybody, where's Big Steve at? I said, God, I hope he's not mad at me. Then I found out you're sick. You got the sniffles. I was going to send Grizz over with a, pot of hot tea and some, chicken noodle soup for you, but Grizz was busy. I'm actually having hot tea, and I took some lemon extract and put a couple drops of it in there, give it a nice little lemon flavor. It has a bronchial infection. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. Jamin Vlog, eat your creepy pasta. So, evidently he's got a video about creepy pasta. Got my dishes all done, kitchen's all cleaned up, stove's all wiped off, spiffied and everything. All ready for him to make a mess tomorrow on it. Pretty good tea, man. I got that Bodium hot water kettle. It makes 56 ounces of boiling water in about 3.5–4 minutes. Pretty nice. Fill that up with filtered water. I never put anything but filtered water in it. Plug it in, turn it on. Go do something, come back. I got boiled water, hot. Pour me a cup of tea, or I made instant coffee the other day, remember? So, yeah. It does its purpose and it works real good. That would be a thought. That would be a thought, Big Steve. Jennifer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to see you. I didn't quite have a venison dinner tonight, but I did have. We had sausage links, biscuits, sausage pepper gravy, scrambled eggs, and pancakes, and paprika hash brown potatoes. Yeah, I made a video. I didn't make a video of me making the stuff. I showed you what it looked like after it was all done. Everybody knows how to fry eggs. Everybody knows how to fry hash browns. Everybody knows how to make sausage links. All that stuff is just easy. I just showed you what dinner looked like when it was done. And it was good. And the peppered gravy come out of the package, 2 cups of hot boiling water and a cup and a half of cold water. You add the cold water to the mixture, mix it up real good, then add it to the hot water, and then bring it up to a boil. That's as easy as it gets. Excuse me. I haven't checked it out yet. You're losing your YouTube virginity. Is that that's the one? I believe. I haven't checked it out. I do have it saved though. Yeah, lost my YouTube virginity today. So. It was good, Wickeds. It was. I did the homemade chicken broth. That took 2 days to do that video. So I did well. I worked on it yesterday. We had chicken for dinner, and then after that, I started with the bones, making the broth. And then this morning, I pulled it out of the refrigerator and skimmed it, and did what I had to do to it, and picked the meat off the chicken. So. It was easy. When you come in today, I always check everybody's channel. If I don't recognize the name, I check out their channel. And when I checked out your channel, I wanted to make sure you had content and you weren't a troll. Well, you have content. You have channel followers. Your content was, I lost my YouTube virginity. I remembered that video. That's how I remembered it. And I usually try to watch a couple of them from everybody that comes in that's new. I can't watch, obviously I can't watch everybody's. I still gotta finish watching Rinda's from the question and answer. And that, and if they're more than 10, 15 minutes long, it gets hard because that one was an hour and 59 minutes long or something like that. I mean, Christy doesn't have no content. You're right. And Kevin doesn't have no content. Yeah, I just showed me underwear. That's right. That's you, Kevin. Huh? I know there's, I have no idea what some people look like. Like Christy, I don't know what she looks like because she doesn't have a profile pic. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are doing YouTube videos and they never show themselves. They do live streams and all they do is talk. And that part I don't understand because YouTube video, excuse me, I don't know if you guys heard that, video, not radio, video, yeah, YouTube video. And I don't understand why you do a video without putting yourself on it, so. You did have one when you first started coming. Well, what happened to it? Because when you first come in, I checked your thing, and you didn't have any content, but there was no picture there either. So, on your avatar. Now, maybe if I get into your, your profile deeper, maybe I can find a picture. But you changed it. So, yeah. So but there's a lot of people that do that, and sometimes I just don't understand. I can see if you're going to do a video and you don't show yourself, okay, but you show the video doing stuff, or you show your hands doing stuff while you're talking. But when you just do a video and all it is a picture of you on a blank screen, and you're talking and doing, that's, I don't understand it. Not that hard to do a video. Chrissy, you got a smartphone? Are you on your smartphone right now? Because all you got to do is do a video on your smartphone. And when you do a video on your phone, For God's sakes, don't hold the phone up like this and do the video. Hold the phone up like this and do your video. That way you got a full screen. When you hold it up like this and do the video, you get this big of a screen. If you hold it like this, you get the whole screen. You do your video, and then you hit the little settings on it, and there'll be an arrow that says share. Oh, so you share. Well, who do you want to share that to? You want to share that to Gmail? Oh, look at there, YouTube. Share it to YouTube. And that'll go right to your channel because your phone's hooked right into your Google. That's how you do it. There's no big hard thing about it. If I actually had YouTube on my phone, I would show you how to do it. But I don't have it on my phone no more because every time I turn around, I get an update and then I have no space. I get an update, I have no space. I'm getting rid of stuff I don't even know I have. You're already confused? Okay. Christy, this is my camera. My phone's in the bedroom. But here's your phone, okay? I'm going to take a video. Click the button for the video. Oh, let's turn it this way. There we go. Hey, look at there. Look at dog. Hey, look at him. Yay. Oh. All right, I'm done now. Click. What am I going to do? Hit the settings. Do I want to email it? Do I want to save it? Or share? Oh, let's share. Who do I want to share it to? Gmail? Oh, I just share it to YouTube. You hit the YouTube button. And it automatically goes to your YouTube account, especially if you got YouTube on your phone. Just to be a dick. That's right, Kevin. Oh, I don't need to know. Are you on my Facebook friends? Well, I don't. A lot of people, I don't know if they're, the YouTubers. I don't know their real name. So you can tell me your real name or whatever, and be on YouTube, and I wouldn't know it. Good morning, Marie, or good evening, Marie. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Barnyard Chicken, you're looking lovely as ever too. Okay, you can send me a request. I'm just going to tell you, my Facebook is nothing like my YouTube. I am quite outspoken on my Facebook. I have been in Facebook jail. I have been in there 3 times for 3 days each, and I have been in there 3 times at 30 days. So I've been to jail a lot of times on Facebook because me and Mark Zuckerberg, we don't get along because I think he sucks. But, that's just me. So she's actually a 60-year-old burly bouncer at a strip joint. That's funny, Kevin. So. No. My first name is Keith. You already know my first name, and my last name is Miller. You'll see a picture of me and Kathy on it. That's my profile pic. So. It's the same picture that's on here right now. That one right there. So. If anybody wants to friend me, okay. You just sent me a Facebook request. Anybody wants to friend me on Facebook, go ahead. There ain't no big deal to it. But I am going to tell you, I am outspoken on Facebook. It's not. I'm not like I am here on YouTube, because YouTube is totally different than Facebook. So, that's the name you can find me at. Let's see. Is that your kitty? Is that the one that's got all the health problems? Or pretty cool. And look at that. Kevin's a friend already. Anyways. Peach pie and peach pie for dessert. I got to look in the freezer. I got blackberries and I got peaches and I got strawberries and I got all sorts of stuff. You know what I like to do? I got frozen strawberries in the freezer, okay? Actually, kind of defeats the purpose if there were frozen strawberries in the oven. But I got frozen strawberries in the freezer out there. And every once in a while, I'll bring in a bag of them. And, you know, we'll have some bananas in here. I'll throw a couple of handfuls of strawberries in the blender. I'll throw a couple bananas in there and about, I don't know, 14, 18 ounces of milk in there, and I'll start grinding it up. And I'll see what it tastes like. If it needs a little sugar, I add some. If it doesn't need anything, then we drink it that way. But it makes a hell of a good strawberry banana smoothie. Rosanna, good evening. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Gene, did you smell? Yep, they're in Canada. You just got to go north, my friend. Go north.
And I say yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And go.
That's Kevin's new deodorant, Gene. Yeah. Kevin, Gene would be like that one woman and that girl in that commercial. You smell like Walter. You smell like breakfast. Oh, and be holding on to you, walking. That's right. Biscuits and gravy. I had biscuits and gravy tonight, Gene. Sausage links, scrambled eggs, pancakes, fried potatoes, biscuits. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I made a couple of them. I made a big pan. There are 2 pans of them scratch-made biscuits. You know, you scratch off the label, whop them on the counter, put them on a pan. Made 2 tubes of those. I made 2 packages of sausage peppered white gravy. So. And then I fried probably about close to 10 pounds of potatoes. I cut them up and cubed them and everything. I fried them in the wok at first until I got a little bit of a color on them. Took them out of the wok, put them in a pan, put them in the oven, and baked them while I was doing the rest of the stuff. I was busy, busy, busy. Now we had oh yeah. Well, I'm an equal opportunity offender on Facebook. So I don't care who you are. I'll offend you. If you don't like it, too bad. So venison chili and cast iron skillet cornbread for lunchtime. About what time is lunch, Jennifer? Gene, stop and pick me up on the way through. That's right. Did you find out about the bologna caper this morning, Gene? What happened to the bologna? Do tell, Gene, about the bologna. Gene wanted to make him a fried bologna sandwich this morning and no bologna in the refrigerator. And I'm being the nice guy that I am. Lunch, 12:45, Gene. The grandson. 12:45, Gene. So make sure you're here roughly around 11:30. Takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get there. Less if you're in a hurry. So you don't want to be late. So, him and his girlfriend. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, me being the nice guy that I was, I went and got me a package of bologna out of the refrigerator and showed it to Gene to see if it looked like that bologna he was missing. Oh, I understand that, Barnyard. Yeah, it's going to be faster if you drive. That's right. So drive. I am going to make some chili again, and I'm going to do another video on it. And that chili is going to have like 5 different kinds of meat in it. So, I've got regular burger made for chili. I'm going to put that in it. I've got,
oh my God.
Oh, I know. I've got lamb, ground lamb. I'm going to fry that up and put it in there. I do have some venison. I'm going to venison back straps. I think I'm going to chop that up and put in there. I've got some seasoned steak that's got, I don't know what kind it was. I bought it on clearance, but this stuff is pretty hot on the backside. That would give me some flavor. And what else? I don't know. If I find another package of ground chicken, I might throw that in there. Because I did it the last time I put ground chicken and hamburger in it. Man, that stuff was really good. So, I know we're not really kooky there, Jennifer. We just love good home cooking. That's right. Make it tonight and I'll eat it for breakfast. There you go. We'll travel far for a good meal. $10 in gas, but I know, but it was worth it. Yeah, my family don't understand YouTube either. That's all you do is on YouTube. No, I don't. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm doing some cooking videos. I want to get my What's Cooking Good Looking channel up and running, but I want to heal up first before I start going at it and doing some, real live stream cooking, because I want to pay attention to what I'm doing and not. Anytime I get this thing near heat, it starts to hurt a little bit. So I want to stay away from heat for a while until it heals up. So, I can do the cooking now, and I do the cooking now, but what it is I'm not holding the camera and I'm not, trying to show stuff. So. I even got pork sausage I could throw in there. I'm not talking sausage, like breakfast sausage. I'm talking about regular ground pork sausage I can put in that chili too. Oh, it'd be like a meat lover supreme. It was painful. It's healing up, so I can now stick my hands in hot dishwater. I mean, not hot, full on hot water, but I can stick my hands in hot water now. And I still feel it, but it's not as bad as it was. No breakfast for you? Well, I guess that's just me and more for me and Gene when we go up to Herd's and get that venison chili. And I like putting jalapenos, them pickled jalapenos in my chili. It doesn't really give it a lot of heat, but what it does, it gives it a lot of flavor. Oh, that's cool, Gene. You did her driveway for her? That's cool. Yeah, make sure you study for that blood test, Marie. Don't want you to fail on that. But watch out when you get home. Roger better have a meal on that table, eh? And while you're getting your blood test, it'd be nice of him to go to the store and get you a couple dozen donuts and a cup of coffee. Only a 6 quart. That ain't even worth sitting down at the table for. You quit eating breakfast and lunch. Yeah. Surprise birthday gift. Ask Mama channel is live. Huh. I didn't know it was her birthday. Let's see. I'll go there real quick and see if it's her birthday. Trump Space Force. There you go. I don't know if you guys did. This is what uh, Ask Mama got. I'll be right with you. I'm just typing happy birthday to her. Yeah, well, I'm back. All right, Marie, you have yourself a good night. Take care. Get some rest. Good luck on the blood test. Uh, huh. Well, Mr. Doles, um, we don't uh, we don't do that stuff here, man. So don't quite understand why you want to set your wife on fire, pray for her soul, but you know. Um, but you know, I'm such a nice guy. That's one. Plus you too, Marie. Yeah, no follow up. He must have cut and run. And I had to go get his big brother. They're picking on me. Oh, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's burning his wife up. Hell, I don't know. Let's pray for her soul. Okay. Amen. That's pretty cool, Jennifer. I like catfish. Gene sent me a couple of pictures or sent me a picture. Let me see what that is. That's funny, Gene. Um, the woman at the mall, she's my cousin, wants to know if I'll bring the card over in March for a kids event. So, well, you won't let me bring it inside. It's kind of cold out there. So if you let me bring it inside, yeah, I'll come. And she's gonna check with her boss and see if she can bring it in. So I said, I don't understand why I'm in other buildings and nobody's had a problem yet, and they're like 20 times smaller than what the mall is. So you don't see anything about what? Mr. Doles? Right here. Mr. Doles, I'm going to set my wife on fire. Please pray for her soul. I will copy and paste it for you. And I will put it right here. There you go. Wait a minute. Who? I'm not off my mind. You guys don't see that?
I don't see anything.
Right there it is. That's his name. I'm going to set my wife on fire. Please pray for her soul. Yeah, I played cocaine with French fry. That's right. Oh, junkyard. Okay. Yeah. Right there. What? This guy wrote it. He's a troll. He wrote, his name is Mr. Doles, or Dowles. M. Dowles.
Well, I didn't see it.
Come here and look. It's right here.
No.
I copied and pasted it. So. No, I did not. He doesn't have any channel followers. I think he left to go get his bigger brother.
Before,
Yeah. I think he went to go get his big brother because he didn't even come up with a follow-up. Yeah, I copied it so you could see it. It's it is, let's see, it's right after Rosanna says, Marie, call me anytime and text, and then Kevin says, no, Christy. Then between Rosanna and you, Kevin, you say no to Christy, and Rosanna says, call me, Marie, call me anytime or text. That's right. For a minute, I thought I was losing my mind, and I knew that wasn't right because I lost that a long time ago. So. That's pretty cool, Jennifer. Yeah, the nerve to say no to me. That's right. Yeah. He said no to you. That's not right at all. Damn him. Huh. Well, maybe he's somebody you've got blocked already, Kevin. No, I don't know. I just think it's pretty funny. He made one comment and then couldn't make another. I give him a second chance. I am a nice guy. I think I need me another cup of tea. Lots of people don't exist. You, yeah, 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 like the Speaker of the House, Majority Leader. Yeah. Well, hopefully it was a joke. You prefer to stand in the light? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Maybe he's blocked you from another, maybe it was some channel that blocked you before. I have no idea. Other people can see it though. So I know I'm not out of my, I'm not losing, I'm, 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 I'm not losing my mind. So I don't. Yeah, homicide detective might want to see that. I don't know, Bill. It's in my chat room, so it won't go away. So I'm not deleting it. So yeah, I know. I never had it to lose. Yeah, I've had moonshine. I've got I don't know, 5 or 6 pints downstairs of moonshine right now. Time to visit. How you doing, Jeff? Nice to see you. Good to have you here, Jeff. You got yourself a bowl of cereal sitting down for the show? Well, me and Jeff had a long talk a long time ago because he loves cereal. I said, quit eating them, that Wheaties, man. Look what it did to Bruce Jenner after 30 years. Quit eating the Wheaties. He was raised on moonshine or Wheaties? Please tell me moonshine, Gene. Please tell me. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jeff. You've never had moonshine? Somehow I find that hard to believe. Yeah, the good stuff is, you know, you can tell the difference between somebody that knows how to make it and somebody that just makes it. Somebody that knows how to make it, it can be strong as all hell and it's going to be smooth. Doesn't, it's not a killer. And then the people that don't know how to make it but just make it, it'll be strong as all hell. It burns all the way down, burns all the way in, burns all the way out. Well, Wheaties was a lot better. Yeah. Junkyard, good evening. Nice to have you here. Did you like my chicken broth video, did you? That's some good looking broth, man. When I go to make some chicken noodle soup or some chicken and noodles or something with it, that's going to be some fine tasting noodles there. Your bucket list is almost empty. That's right. It's ice checks now. Well, CA8620. I should go and do that, man. Huh. Now, yes, they should have the same rights just like everybody else. Everybody has the same rights as everybody. But, you know, C8620, that's one. But have a good day. That's right. Fill it up, Kevin. Fill up that bucket list. Did you see that one, Kevin, or is that one blocked too? You got 6 gallons of it in half-gallon mason jars? I just heard Gene run to the pickup and slam the door. He's on his way. Yeah. So, you know, there is a law now in Michigan, cyberbullying. Technically, you are cyberbullying because I'm in Michigan. So Michigan has a cyberbullying law now. Yeah. So, that's right. Put some ice in there on it. You don't see the CA8620? Go up about 5 comments. He's in Europe. He says, I'm in Europe. Look below you. You don't look like a cyper? That was a regular question. How is it? Oh, wait a minute. How is it a regular question? Should women and gay people have the same human rights like black people? Black people, nobody's any different. This is America here that we're in. You may be in Europe, but we're in America. You have just as much rights if you're an American here as I do. It don't matter if you're black, white, purple, pink, gray, green, or gay, bisexual, trisexual, anosexual, I don't know. You have just as many, you have the same rights as I have. That's why I said that. You know, I'm sorry if you know, there's a misinterpretation of that, but we all have the same rights here in the United States, and it should be the same rights even in Europe, I would believe. So, thanks. Are you on live stream, Kevin, or live chat, or on Top Chat? If you're on Top Chat, you probably can't see it. You got to go to live chat, because Top Chat doesn't allow spam. So, and yellow, pink, purple, shit, pink, I don't care. Whatever color. You got the same rights here as everybody else does. Even the guy down in Mobile, Alabama has the same rights as I do. So, you know what I'm saying, Vern? Everybody has the same rights here in this country. Did you switch it to live chat, Kevin? How do you go to live chat? Well, up at the top, you'll see it say Top Chat, and you just, I guess, if you're on your phone, you just put your finger on it, and it should open it up and it'll say live chat or Top Chat, and just push one of them. You're on live chat? Okay. Yeah, Vern, there you go. You know, Vern, if you drink that 2% milk, them root beans wouldn't buckle like that. I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. I seen a meme or whatever you want to say, a meme of Pee Wee Herman, and it said, "Am I the only actor in Hollywood that's ever kept his hands to himself?" You people that are old enough to understand that will understand what I'm talking about. Well, if you're on live chat, you should see it probably. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee. Hey, do me a favor, hit that switch on that pot. Just push it down. Yeah. I'll wait till it gets hot and then I'll go get me a cup of tea. Don't quit your day job. That's right. Don't quit your day job. Huh. Well, I guess, Gene, you better turn around because she ain't giving you any. We get our own shine. That's right. I guess we have to get our own shine. Mrs. Green Thumb, Arizona, come join the char, I don't know, January 9th, 2019. I'll be right back. The kettle just shut off. What?
I got sent this video
Yeah,
of this African tribe,
yeah.
and they skin their members' genitals.
Huh.
The guys.
Well, we saying having kids.
I love you.
Oh heck, they still have kids. They took the top layer of skin off it.
Oh, um, okay, Jennifer. Help a sister out. Yeah, that's funny, Christy. There we go. You don't want no sugar in your tea? I wouldn't suggest joining that tribe either. You're right, Kevin. Me either. But they could probably, you know, cover a canoe or something with it when they're done. Have no idea. You know, whatever floats the boat. So. Make a mixed drink called Dizzy Tizzy. It's a quarter pint of Shine, 20 ounces of Dr. Pepper, and 6 squirts of real lemon juice. Crushed on crushed ice. It's a southern thing. Try. Huh. Quarter pint, so you take 4 ounces of Shine, 20 ounce Dr. Pepper, 6 squirts of real lemon juice, and then crushed ice. Hey, doesn't sound too bad. I make this thing called apple pie. You take a half gallon of 190 proof apple pie or Everclear, and you mix it with 4 gallons, 2 gallons of apple juice and 2 gallons of apple cider, and 6 cups of sugar. So, and that's how you make that stuff. You take, and cinnamon, 3 cinnamon sticks, so 6 cinnamon sticks. You take the apple juice or the apple cider, one or the other, put it in a pan, bring it to a boil with the sugar and the cinnamon, let it seep for a while or whatever. You take the apple cider or the apple juice, whichever one you didn't bring to a boil, put it in the freezer and get it nice cold. Put the pan that you just cooked all that stuff in after you let it seep for a couple hours, put it in the sink, throw a bunch of ice in the sink, run some cold water, and get that thing cooled down as best you can. Then, after you get it cold or cooled down, add that cold apple juice or the apple cider, whatever you didn't use the first time, add that in to get the temperature down. Once you got it cool enough where you know it's not going to ruin the alcohol, add the Everclear in it, stir it all up, then bottle it or quart jar it. No apple pie for you. That's because you know the sugar stuff. Yeah, I understand that, Jeff. Jeff and I will have water. Well, you know, water's good. If you mix it with some gin or scotch. I drink to whatever we're discussing. There you go, Kevin. That's funny. I'll drink to that. That's a hot damn tea now. Just before coffee in the morning, yeah. There you go. You know it's boring. Well, you know, it's not boring. If you can't have it, you can't have it. I ain't allowed. I don't have it either. I make it. I don't drink it. I make it. I do partake in a couple of sips of it, make sure it's okay, but I don't drink it. So, William Jefferson Clinton can smoke marijuana but never inhale. I'm sure I can take a few drinks of, or a few sips of apple pie but never swallow it. You know what I mean? But never drink it. I just was wondering exactly what person would actually believe that you would smoke a joint and not inhale any of it. That dang young Shelton is on again. I never watched the first dang young Shelton, so I don't know. It sounds like a closet drinker. Yeah. Moved it on. They said Clinton. I know, I'm sorry, I'm bringing you down again, Kevin. It was on, okay. I don't know, I've never watched it, so. Is that why you were late coming to the party, Junkyard? You was watching Shelton? I know. See how I rate. You booted him? Okay. Well, maybe this lift your spirits up again there, Kevin, your mood. Make it a little. They're going to investigate Hillary Clinton again. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean that you made the brownies, and I'm sorry to hear about your mother being sick because of chemo pills. 81. How old are you? Because you don't look that old, Jennifer. Stella started school today. I said, you started school today. You want to come say hi? Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Yeah, she started school today. I said, well, did you learn anything? She said, no. I said, I suppose they want you to come back tomorrow. She said, yeah. Well, hi, Brenda. Nice to have you here. Good to see you. I'm partway through that question and answer. So. Excuse me. See, now you're giving me a computer virus. That's you. Well, hopefully you start feeling better. We'll see you in the morning. Go ahead and get some sleep.
Are you acting like you care about somebody on there?
I care about you.
Shit.
There's nothing in it. I was going to throw it away.
Take care of the garbage.
I was going to. I don't know. Somebody put it up there with nothing in it. I was going to put it in my tea, but there's nothing in it. The bottle's empty. Sore all over. Is that from knocking parts out of sheets all day and By yourself? Tell them they're overworking you. You're 43? Okay. Youngest of 8. Well, there was 8 in our family, 8 kids. I was number 6. I was the youngest for 9 years. Then all of a sudden, my mom and dad just thought they'd have to have another one. Number 7, here it comes. 9 years, 1 week. And then I was roughly about 16, 17, and my mom and dad adopted uh, my brother. So I guess they were a glutton for punishment. You're one of 6. Back then, they had to have a lot of kids to do all the chores. You know, I tell everybody when I was growing up, we didn't have money. We didn't, you know. But my dad made sure, and my mom made sure there was meals on the table. You know, we all had food, we all had clothes, we all had a warm place to live. So, well, I bet that ain't always going to rub at you two. You say it the way you want to say it, and that's okay with me. Have a good night there, Renda. Good night, Tom. You're one of 2? And actually, in all actuality, my mom and dad was only going to have 5 kids. They didn't know I was coming till I was there. Because Kevin come out, and then all of a sudden Doc said, hey, wait a minute. Oh, Nelly. I think there's another one. I went, hi! And out I came. They said you was one of a kind. You're the only child there, Junkyard? I thought you had brothers and sisters. No, back then, 55 years ago, they didn't know you was having twins. You know, me and my brother were right in front of one another. Most of the time, the doctor, you know, the only thing he'd hear was he'd hear a heartbeat, but you know, and my heart would, or his heart, one of the two, you know, would beat at the same time. So yeah, he did say one time he heard an echo. You know, and that's common. So. And that's nothing because I got people I went to school with. They're triplets. She didn't know she was having triplets. No. No, didn't know it at all. West Star Productions, an Urban Explorer. How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Good to see you. Yep. And they are, well, they'll be 55 here. Yeah, they just turned 55. They're a few months younger than me. Yep. Now, in our graduating class, there was 36 in our graduating class. There was 3 sets of twins and a set of triplets. So that was 9 out of 36. Not bad, hey. And all the twins, all three sets of us twins, were identical. Not to each other, but to each one of us. I had to explain that before Kevin said, wow, all six of you look the same?
Papa, what is that?
It's for your Nana's shoes. Leave it alone. I'm sorry to hear about that there, Junkyard. Now, what happened to your brother and that was 7 years old? And if you don't want to tell me, that's fine. You know, and you're the youngest. And you weren't even born then in 41. Shallow Creek just said, great video, looks great. So. All right. You have yourself a great night there, Jennifer. We'll see you in the morning. I'll be here at 6:30. And then Saturday and Sunday, Bobby's doing it. Saturday, I got a hot dog event to do, so I'm going to be busy Saturday. Oh, tetanus, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Junkyard. I don't know if you. I went and I was in Onstead yesterday looking at that sports mill, and I decided I'd stop and visit my grandpa and grandma, you know, at the graveyard. So. It's been a long time since I've been there. So. Wow, she's 12 years older than you.
Hi, Dad.
Your brother would be about 85.
Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to sleep.
Must have been cold one night, huh, Junkyard?
Oh, yeah?
No. Wait now.
Now you're going to bed.
Mother, that's what?
No, bed.
I got a AA 107 stars tonight on my channel family. Chattel family. Huh. You're taking your car in tomorrow, take it to AutoZone. Christy, take it to AutoZone. If you're just getting your headlight fixed, take it to AutoZone. Have them check it out first. If it's a wiring problem, then take it to mechanic. But AutoZone will change your headlight for you. And they won't charge you. The other brother was 19 years older than you. Okay. Uh, my oldest brother, he was killed on a motorcycle when I was 16. Never forget it. My mom and dad were down in Florida on vacation. Knocked at the door, opened up the door. It was a cop. Said, I got some bad news for you. I said, they said, your parents here? I said, nope. And so my brother's girlfriend, she was there. And they come in and told us. So, Kevin said he'd fix it, but he's too expensive. Yeah, I know. I understand. Just take it to AutoZone or, you know, a parts store. AutoZone, Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, they all will replace that headlight for you. That's okay. You know, I just have a rough couple of days during September, but you know, I was just a kid, you know, 16 years old. So. Huh. That's right, 52 bucks a year, you got brakes. Brakes really aren't that hard. You know, I used to do brakes all the time. You're not too stupid to work on cars, Kevin. You just never, you probably were never, you know, shown how. That's the thing, you know, my dad, his dad, you know, his dad made stuff by hand, you know. My mom's dad, my mom or my grandpa on my mom's side, he built his own. He made septic tanks, okay, and he delivered them. And he built his own forms to build the septic tanks. And then he took a flatbed farm truck, put an overhead sliding crane rail on it so he could pick up the septic tanks, and he'd pick them up with a chainsaw, put them on the flatbed, and would, you know, run them clear up to the truck. But on the back of the truck itself, he made a homemade backhoe. So what he would do is he'd back up to where they wanted it, and he would dig the hole for the septic tank. And then when he was done, he'd fold the seat over and put the bucket off to the side so it was out of the way, and bring out the septic tank and drop it right off in the hole. If they don't stop you, something will. That's right. The reason why Kevin charges so much is because he's got to take it to a garage to have it done. So he's got to make his cut. But my other grandpa, he took, well, he used to own a trucking company. He used to haul coal. He used to haul livestock. He was one of the biggest coal haulers in livestock. He had his own livestock yard and everything over here. But he took a 38 Ford pickup, and he cut the transmission down, cut the rear end down, lathed all the parts out on his homemade lathe that he made, and he put it together. And this rear end wasn't this wide, 24 inches wide maybe. And from the front of the transmission to the back of the rear end wasn't more than 36 inches. He cut the tailstock off the transmission and all and married everything together. It was pretty cool, and it worked. So, Yep, that's right. Make something to do the job. Well, my grandpa made his own valve body. He made all his hydraulic cylinders, everything. Made everything for that backhoe, except for the hoses. And I think he made the hoses himself, but I mean, that's, put the ends on and stuff, but as far as, but he made everything. And I remember when I was a kid, I was probably 7 or 8 at the time. And my grandpa had already been done with that business for a few years and sold it. But we were driving around with my mom and dad. My dad said, "See that right there?" And it was the truck with the backhoe on it. He said, "Your grandpa built that." And I was amazed then. And I was just a kid. So. But getting back to what I was saying there, Kevin, if, my dad was taught, and then, we didn't take nothing to the garage unless we couldn't fix it. So if we couldn't fix it, then that's when it went to the repair shop. But trust me, nothing ever went to the repair shop. We rebuilt engines and everything. We never rebuilt a transmission. We just, go get a different one. But we rebuilt engines in the garage, the whole 9 yards. And like Junkyard says, a mother invention. If you need something, you got to make it. We needed a socket one time at the garbage company. So the mechanic went over, and it was an axle hub nut or wrench, to fit the axle hubs. And we didn't have one, couldn't get one, couldn't find one at the time. Now you can go to any big truck, parts store, and they have them hanging on the wall. But back then they didn't. So what he did is he went over and he grabbed, he went to the parts store and got a nut, the same nut that was for the axle. He brought it in and he built his own wrench around that nut, snug as hell. And it would hold, for a 3/4 inch drive. And it didn't need anything. The nut itself was hardly anything holding it. I mean, the nut was probably this big, but you just couldn't find the wrench for it, or a socket for it. You was putting rings in your tractor when George Wallace got shot. That was what, 74? I think. Let me check. I think it was 74. Or maybe it's before that. Wallace shooting. Uh, 1972, December, 1972, not December. I didn't read it to see what date it was, but 1972 was the year. The Washington Post, May 16, 1972. That's when it was, May 16, 1972. Or May 15th. Because there's another one 45 years ago today, May 15, 2017. So on May 15, 1972, a 21-year-old boy named Arthur Bremer fired on presidential candidate and Alabama governor George Wallace, paralyzing him for life. That's when it was. Yeah. 1972. I was 9 years old. I was putting rings in my brake tractor when George Wallace got assassinated at 10. What was you doing, Junkyard? I remember that day well. I would have went to school, but I had things to do that day. Okay, I'm back. I just had to go turn down the TV a little bit. So. Yep, Bobby Kennedy was in the 60s, you're right. That was not the son of Sam. It's oh, I can't even remember his name anymore. I think he's still alive. He's still in prison. So. But I think he was only what, 20s, something like that, when he shot Bobby Kennedy and killed him. Sirhan, that's who it is. He was scheduled to visit Jasper, Indiana. Yeah, Sirhan. You see where I think James Earl Ray finally passed away? Oh. For those people that don't know who James Earl Ray was, he was the one that shot Martin Luther King. For all you young ones here. So, and Sirhan shot Bobby Kennedy. And we all know who shot John F. Kennedy. Sure wasn't that slacker they pinned it on up in the third floor book depository. So, hello, Washington County News. Good to see you. That's right. You don't know if you're coming or going. Sirhan, Sirhan. That's right. I can sit there all day long and watch that Kennedy thing. I just absolutely amazes me how they think everybody's so stupid that the magic bullet hit him here, ricocheted here, come out here, bounced off his, hit that, come out this way, come down his arm, come out his wrist, hit the senator in the back of the governor in the back of the head, went through him, or back of his shoulders, and then come out his kneecap. And then was found on the stretcher next to John F. Kennedy, completely intact. Wow. There was a reason why the Warren Commission put 75 years on the term limits. Because they knew if anybody really investigated it, the ones that were guilty of doing it would be found. And the ones that are guilty of doing it were in the public offices. Namely, I have always been a firm believer that Johnson had Kennedy killed. Why? Because of money. The Vietnam War was going. Johnson and Kennedy wanted to pull out of it. He knew it was a losing battle. He knew it was a losing proposition and wasn't making money. It was killing our people for no reason. But Halliburton, which happened to be the warmonger company of the world, just so happened to have, Johnson was in their top echelons, one of the CEOs or, vice president or something like that, and a major stockholder. That's why the Vietnam War kept going. You been there at the book depository? Kenny didn't pull out often. So that's why I believe Kennedy was killed.
You might ever have a relative that believe their relative told him Uncle B.S. Where were you November 22nd, 1963? I think a second. November 22nd, 1963. Let me think a second. That's the day everybody's supposed to remember where they was.
I gotta hold on for a second.
I was working at a school book depository in Dallas, Texas. Alton Mifflin had just come out with that new map, and they had them real thick map books.
Yep, that's right. Jack Ruby put the quiet on, didn't he? Because Jack Ruby knew he was dying anyways, and he probably had to pay off a debt, and that's why he done it. And they probably, whoever had Jack Ruby off Osborne, probably threatened Ruby's family or, cousins, whatever. I don't even know if he even had family, but they probably threatened to kill his family if he didn't do something. That's right, Tim Wilson. Uncle B.S., where was you November 22nd, 1963? Well, let me see. I was working in a school book depository, and they just come out with that new map, and them books were heavy. Oh. Right. Tim Wilson, hell of a comedian. Too bad he's gone. Trust me, there's been a lot of shady stuff go on since John F. Kennedy was killed. Not so much before that, but after that, they took out all the stops. They cut a hole in the bottom of the bucket and they just kept running water in it. I'm telling you. All right, Kevin, you have a great one. See you later, man. Slacker. Time to go. Hell, it ain't even, it's only 8:30 your time, Kevin. For it either, yeah. Yeah, I like that one. They call me Daryl. No, want to rip your head out. Awesome, Bill Johnson Jr. I can't remember how it goes, but it's funny. I haven't heard it in years. The family was fans with Jeff Bodine. You guys get a chance, look up YouTube and Tim Wilson. You'll laugh. If you like funny comedy, you'll laugh. He can take anything, or he could take anything normal and just make a joke about it. Yeah, she had been around, that's right. Oh. And I think, don't quote me on this, whatever, but Kennedy did a speech a couple weeks before he was killed, stating as soon as he got more conclusive proof, he was going to come out and expose him. Well, then, he was killed. A lot of people think he was talking about the Federal Reserve. I don't know. I think he was talking about Halliburton. And I think he knew about Johnson, but just couldn't prove it. And he probably ended up paying with his life for it. So, Marilyn Monroe hit the bricks. Well, gee, thanks, Alf. Alf's got presents for everybody. Huh. There you go. I tell you what, did you see where they had that pile of cash in that garbage bag? Why don't they start using that money? That is ridiculous to burn it because it's evidence. Put it in a washing machine, get all the drugs off of it, and then use it. It's free money. See, and Alpha Christie just thanked you for that. So. I'm sure he'll take a couple of them. He's not been feeling good, dear. Alp, I think you need to go see him and get some chicken soup and stuff for him. You'll pass on yours? Well, then see, now there's another one. Christy, you want seconds? No. I think you had to take old Big Steve a bowl of chicken noodle soup, a bottle of whiskey, a hot water bottle, and some Vicks Vapor Rub there, Al, and go treat your long lost son to some help you, help him back to nurture him back to health. Well, thank you, Theo. I appreciate it. And you're looking lovely as ever, Theo. The baby's still doing good, I hope. That's right. Somebody can have seconds and thirds. They're all used. Did you clean them off underneath your fingernails first there, Grizz, or is that going to be kind of a stinky situation there? I mean, sticky situation. That's really nice. I really appreciate that, Theo. I really do. I try. I know my videos ain't the best in the world, but hey, I try to make everybody. You're welcome. I'm glad he's doing better. I am. How old is he? A couple weeks old now?
Yeah.
What Steve needs, a garden hose enema? Not going to say anything. But she's got red trucks inside it and they carry hoses. Oh, he's a month old? All right, that's it gets concerning when they, start having problems. So clean fingernails are extra. I got a nail brush in here there, Al, if you need one. That's right, Junkyard. I seen a picture today, and it was a Dunkin' Donut. And it's a guy dressed up in a donut. But the donut hole was collapsed in on itself. And the caption says, is it just me, or does that look like an a-hole? I thought it looked like an ant myself, so. Don't know. That's what it looked like to me. So. When I get a chance, I do have some stuff to send out to some people on Facebook. You all know who you are. Well, that's cool, Theo. I'm glad you liked it. A lot of people throw that stuff away, but that's actually how you make broth. And I got another 4 or 5 ounces of meat off of it. I'll make a chicken salad or throw that in some chicken and noodles or something like that, or make chicken soup. That if I use just that little bit of chicken there and put that in, a big pot of soup, there'll be more chicken in that soup than what is in a can of chicken noodle soup from Campbell's. I know one ain't. Yeah, I know. I accidentally sent one to some lady, and I am really, really sorry, and I hope she sincerely accepts my apology to that. I did explain to her that it was a boo-boo and a mistake and all this other, and it must, the list must have moved when I clicked it, because I would never, ever intentionally click on anybody's name. So hopefully she will forgive me. That's pretty cool. It does. And what you'll end up with is gelled. It'll be like Jell-O, okay? And all you got to do is when you want to make soup or whatever, what I'm going to do with mine in a couple of days, if I don't do something with it in a couple of days, I make soup or whatever, I am going to actually put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, and then I'll put it inside another freezer bag and zip it up. And I will put it in the freezer, lay it flat, and let it freeze. And whenever I need some chicken broth or whatever, you can just break off a chunk or whatever. If you only need a cup or whatever, break off a chunk, heat it up in the microwave, throw a little water in it to get it to come back to the liquid consistency. And I'm telling you right now, it is pretty flavorful. I could throw another quart of water in that broth and it would not diminish the flavor whatsoever. So it turned out really good. I can do that. So I can do that. Hey, Alf, are you still here? Right. I got them at the Walmart or at the Meyer Deli. Okay. Didn't use them. Put them in the freezer because I didn't want them to go bad. Pull them out after they've been in there like 8-10 days or whatever. Pull them out, set them in the refrigerator, let them thaw out for a couple of days. And then I put them in the oven, cover them with aluminum foil, and just, I put the oven at 225 for a couple hours, and then the last 45 minutes, I think, I put it at 400 to get some more heat into them. But they were still covered, and they were nice and juicy, man, nice and juicy. And they're only like $5 or something like that, $5.99. You go to Sam's Club and you can get them for, I think, $6.99 now. But hell, it's about the size of a young turkey. Those. Here, you know, they're just little bitty things. They only weigh now 3.5 pounds a piece or something like that. So. Alf wanted me to show him how to. I froze my navy beans when I was all done with them. And he wanted me to do a video. I don't plan on using any beans right away, but I can do a video and show, you know, basically what was done. So. Yeah, 4.8. Yeah, they're not very big. Well, thanks, Picker. You didn't have to do that, man. Well, thank you. You're all right in my book too, Picker. I appreciate it, Rick. I really do. That you didn't have to do that, man. But that did turn out really good. Like I said, that chicken, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm either going to make a chicken salad, you know, with it, or, you know, make chicken noodles with it. But it will look good. Yeah, you get. Now, stay right there, Grizz. Don't go nowhere. No. Okay. Grizz, that you asked me about how to freeze beans. And like I said, I didn't know how to do it. I've never done it before, never even seen a video on how to do it, but this is how I done it. And I checked right after you said something about it because I wanted to make sure I was right. What I did is I soaked 3 pounds of beans overnight, and I didn't use all 3 pounds. In fact, this is what I didn't use. This is about 1 pound of them, okay? But what I did, I didn't use them, so I drained them real good. I made sure, you know, they sat on in a sieve for a couple of hours, you know, and I shook it every once in a while, make sure there was no moisture in, you know, anywhere on the beans itself. Then I put them in a bag. Took it, and I knocked all the air out of it as much as possible. I zipped it up, put it in the freezer, and laid it flat, just like this, in the freezer, and froze it. Now, when you said something about it, Alf, you said, hey, how do you do it? I went and checked because I wanted to make sure that these things, because they had moisture in them, didn't explode on me. Well, as if you look, because having moisture in them and freezing, they would crack and bust open. They didn't. So I think I did it right. Normally I wouldn't freeze dry beans, but I'd already got these all wet, other than putting them back on the dehydrator and dehydrating them again, getting them dry again. I decided to do it this way. By the way, that auction I'm going to, I am probably going to buy something you guys never seen, and I've never seen before in my life. And he said he'll probably not get much for it, because if there's not two people looking at it, it ain't going to be an auction on it. It's called a bean dryer. And what it is, it's a piece of stainless steel about this big. It's about that thick. It's got a top on it and a bottom, but it's all sealed. And it's got one corner that's got an open end on it, like a little funnel. You pour hot water in there. You put this on top of it used to be your old fuel oil stoves or whatever. You put it on top of your fuel oil stove, and you put beans on top of it, or your pumpkin seeds or whatever. And the moisture kept the steel from flexing, buckling, or whatever, but it dried out the beans. It was pretty cool. So. All right, there. Bum smoke. I thought you quit. That's right. Chris the fam, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. What I did, they turned out great. They're not busted. You would think because they had moisture in them that they'd just pop open. They didn't do that. So I'm quite pleased with it. And you know what? I am out of bean soup already. So I'm thinking I might have to make some more. I got about, I don't know, 2 pounds of turkey left. I got 2 legs and a bunch of turkey still. I put in a freezer bag, and it's in the freezer. Yeah, fish keeps better if you freeze it in water. You're right. But I figured these beans, being that they had moisture in them, would sit there, and pop like anything else, that's got water in it, I figured it would expand and just blow, but they didn't, so. Now, we used to do that all the time. My dad would catch fish and stuff, clean them, throw them in buckets of water, the square containers, put it, fill it up, and then top it off with it, or not top it off, but put water in there, about 1 inch from the top, put the lid on it, throw it in the freezer. You just leave the lid on partially until it's froze. And once it's completely frozen, you shut the lid down. Yeah. You used to use the cartons? Yeah. Rinse them out real good, throw the fish in there, then close the carton back up, put it in the freezer. That works too. You know, if I get a lot of extra milk, you know, they have a sale on it, I take milk and I'll open them up and pour about a 6 or 8 ounce glass out of it. I'll put it in the freezer with the cap barely on until it's frozen, then I'll put the cap on tight. Because you're going to have some expanding and stuff. And then, you know, that milk will keep forever unless it's froze. You need it, you get it out a couple of days a minute so it thaw out. There is some nutty bars in the door if you want, in the refrigerator if you want them. I was in the broom closet. That's what we call it, but that's what it was, is a broom closet, but it's a pantry closet right now up here. Found a box of nutty bars in there. I thought I'd better put them in the refrigerator because they don't stay too well on the shelf, you know, and the cabinet gets a little warm in there. The chocolate starts to run off them, so I figured better put them in the refrigerator. So, anybody got anything they want to add? You got like 8 minutes. They're going to call it a night. Yeah, cartons are actually the right size. Can you put a couple of decent sized fish in, you know, in a 1 quart carton? Or you get them half-gallon cartons. So. I actually got to go to probably next week. Go to the Mexican store and pick up a package of ham bouillon. Because I want to take this package of beans right here, thaw them out, put them in. There's probably about 6 or 7 cups there. Give me some quart jars. Put a cup of beans in each cup. Or in each quart jar, and some ham and some broth, and then can it. So I have some bean soup. Throw, you know, some potatoes. I'm not gonna throw potatoes, but I'm gonna throw some carrots and some celery in a few of them. So. You don't think?
You ain't gonna waste all that crap.
I ain't wasting nothing. I eat it.
Crap. Jeez. Well, make sure you have your own little separate meals for you so you survive.
Well, you'll eat it too.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
God.
Some of your stupid crap.
Whatever.
Wow.
So, I think it'd be good with some carrots and some celery in it, but she doesn't like celery to begin with. So.
No, you know what? Anymore. I don't like your cannon. You don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
The hell I don't.
No, that's just being desperate.
And
This,
it ain't being desperate.
yeah.
I didn't.
It's gonna be all right. The world ain't taking a shit that you gotta do that.
You didn't mind the bacon the other day that I canned and fried up.
What bacon?
The other day I put it on something. The baked beans you ate, you took to Connie's. That was canned bacon.
Well, I guess I can't trust you to make anything.
You sat right there and watched me bring it up and put it on.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, you said you were frying it up for something.
No, I fried it up and put it in the beans.
I guess I have to. I don't know.
You thought they were damn good and you're still living, so don't, it didn't kill you. They're good.
Well,
Red River is big. Yeah. So. Wait till tomorrow. I'm secretly replacing her coffee with Dollar Tree coffee. See how she likes that? Yeah. That would be funny. How's it called? Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. You want to bet? I've lived a long life. I'm not afraid of nothing. What about a rhinoceros? Purposaurus. No. No. Trust me, I do believe the bean soup would be good. With a few pieces. She doesn't understand it, but you go buy bean soup in the can, and it does have carrots in it. So, you go buy Myers or Campbell's, any of them bean soups, they got ham and carrots in it. So, or bacon and carrots. So, I don't have any problem with putting some carrots in there. I'm not talking a lot, maybe 3 or 4 slices to give a little flavor. I feel like 18 degrees. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be 18 here, Christy. So, it was only 21 today. A little bit nipply. Sure was. I just walked out to the garage. I had to put my coat on to be out to the garage to go find out what I was making for dinner. So. -18. Oh, okay. That might be a little cold. But then again, it could be worse. It could be -18 here. Oh. All right, it's 9:59. Huh. Said something went wrong. I wonder what went wrong. Huh. You guys still see me? Huh. She's in Canada. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I don't understand it, but I can't put in a message for some reason. Keep saying error. It won't let me put in one. So, can you guys hear me at least? Sleep well, y'all take care. I won't let me type it. Just keeps telling there's an error. It's like I blocked myself or something. And I know I didn't block myself. I don't know. All right, well, we'll see you later. Let's see if I can type again. I type good night, doesn't work. Not working for some reason. I don't know if the troll did something or not. Hell, I don't know. All right, y'all have a good night. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace, and we'll see you later. I don't know what's going on, but y'all have a good night.